One bright spring day, a little half-pint baker named Bobo and his pet ostrich Honey discovered they had been blessed with a gift. As they were roaming around the countryside with their portable oven, giving away baked goods at no charge from their shiny aluminum kitchen on wheels, Bobo cooked up a batch of cookies that were especially good. So good, in fact, they were not only delicious, but they changed people's lives. What kind of cookies are these? A bitter old man who had not cracked a smile in years asked after a prolonged belly laugh. Oh, just something we baked up, Bobo said, turning to his pet ostrich. Right, honey? You betcha, Mr. Bobo, the ostrich replied. Further down the road, he gave a bag of cookies to a little boy on crutches. After the young man had his fill, with cookie crumbs decorating the front of his shirt, he tossed away his crutches and was able to walk again. Gee, thanks, mister, the little boy said. Are those magic cookies? You might say that, Bobo told him, but not in the way you think. Isn't that right, honey? That's right, Mr. Bobo, the ostrich said. Like Johnny Appleseed, Bobo continued down the road giving away his cookies to anyone who was interested. Over the next hill, he came upon a teacher in a schoolyard watching over her students. Would you like to try a special cookie? Bobo said. Why, thank you very much, the teacher said politely. What makes them so special? It's all in the recipe, Bobo said. I use magic flour made from magic seeds. But when a skirmish broke out amongst the students, the teacher tossed the cookie aside and rushed off to corral the schoolyard bully who started it. Then Bobo came upon a doctor sitting on a bench outside his office eating lunch. Hi, I'm Bobo, the traveling baker. Would you like some dessert? He said, offering him a cookie. No, thank you, the doctor said. I've already got a nice picnic lunch given to me by a pharmaceutical sales rep. Well, that's too bad, Bobo said, because these are magic cookies. Magic, you say? That's what people tell me, Bobo said, shuffling his feet. All right then, the doctor said. I guess it wouldn't hurt to try one. But after a small bite, hardly even tasting it, the doctor spit the rest of the cookie out on the ground. All of which brought Honey out of the mobile kitchen to see what was going on. What's happening, Mr. Bobo? Is that an ostrich? The doctor asked incredulously. Why, yes it is. I'm sorry, the doctor said, shrugging off the notion of a wild-eyed baker traveling around the country with a talking ostrich. No offense, but your cookie just doesn't go with the rest of the food in my basket. I understand, Bobo said sheepishly. Same here, I guess, Honey said, which made the doctor shake his head. Next, Bobo came upon a businessman in a necktie, chattering 90 miles an hour on his cell phone, obviously not happy with the way the conversation was going. When the man snapped the phone shut in anger, Bobo offered him a magic cookie to cheer him up. The businessman said, Thanks, but I'm too busy and I don't have time for any half-baked treats, especially something as frivolous as a roach coach cookie. I understand, Bobo said. With that, he snatched the cookie out of Bobo's hand and tossed it aside without even so much as looking at it. Bobo was beginning to get a little frustrated, so he continued on his way over the next horizon. But after he was gone, a strange and wonderful thing began to happen. A tree of knowledge, filled with the wisdom of the ages, sprouted from the earth back at the schoolyard. In front of the doctor's office, an herb grew that would prove to be the cure for cancer. And in the businessman's carefully landscaped foyer, a money tree, green with leafy $100 bills, blossomed with silver dollars. Astounded, the teacher, the doctor, and the businessman all raced down the road to catch up with Bobo to get the recipe for his magic cookies so they could bake some for themselves. But when they finally caught up with him, Bobo told them, unfortunately, they were too late. He had run out of his key ingredient, the magic seeds. Isn't that right, honey? I'm afraid so, Mr. Bobo, the ostrich said, sticking a glum head out the window of their mobile kitchen. Clearly disappointed, the businessman said, okay, at the end of the day, I guess it isn't the first train I've missed. But tell me something. Sure, Bobo said. What's that? What's with the ostrich, anyway? Oh, her? Bobo said with a smile. I wanted a tall chick with big eyes and long legs who agrees with everything I say. And this is what came out of the oven.